All right, that's unfortunate, so I can't use this scan tool. All right, so none of the scan tools I have are gonna work on this. So I'm gonna show you a way that I got around this. I don't like this way, but there's nothing I can do. I have to do this. I gotta get these brakes on, and there's nothing else I can do. So last resort, this is how I did it. All right, 17mm wrench, 14mm socket. That off. See where it's plugged in right here. I want to unplug that. Just using a pick, just slide that back. Once it's back, there we go. You just push down right there, it slides off. Now it's a 2-wire system. If there was more wires, I'd be more nervous to do this, but it being only a 2-wire system will be fine. Okay, I'm just gonna hang this. I don't know where I'm gonna hang it from. Just hang it from there. I'm gonna put 2 wires on that connector there. I got a 12-volt battery right here, and I have 2 wires. You're gonna have to make some connectors. And then I wanted a switch, like a little button, but I'm just gonna have to just push it in. So we'll just try this. So I'm going to put these 2 connectors into the motor. Make sure they're not touching, obviously. Okay. Those are definitely not touching. If you had a little insulation or even some electrical tape, that's a good idea. Right, so we don't want that to spin. We got to do this pretty quickly. I'm going to put the brake pad, because there's the little stopper there, because we don't want that to spin. Last one, it was spinning. Right, just a little bit of pressure. Okay, that's pushing out. So just tap it, and I could see that it started pushing out a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna do it the other way. And this should suck it in. Now it's sucking in. Stop right there. Slowly compress the caliper. The boot's starting to push out a little bit. That's okay. Compress almost all the way, maybe a little more. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, that's enough. Take this off. See how the boot is pushed out? I want to push that in a little bit. It blows my mind that there's not a service mode. Like some vehicles have it for brakes that you just go through. I know Dodge Ram has it, and some of the other ones. There we go. There we go. Just lift it up a little bit. Just, it almost sucks itself in. There we go. A little more. All right, that's good. Now we're gonna take the pads off. These pads are very thin. This is only 20,000 miles. Rear pads should not be this thin. So I don't think the pads were sticking. They're fine. I don't think the caliper is sticking. I don't know why. It just seems Look how small these brake pads are. They're like motorcycle brake pads. So I don't normally do a $50 brake job. In this case, that's all I'm doing. I'm not replacing the rotors. There's only 20,000 miles on it. There's not any major grooves. The rotors are fine. So normally I would say replace the rotors, but with such low mileage, we're just gonna do pads and that's it. I know this is against everything I say to do in a brake job. Not using a scan tool to retract this and just doing a pad slap. It's not my cup of tea, but sometimes you don't have a choice. New pads, old pads. All right, there's the squealer. It moves nice. Now I don't need to take the bracket out. This car's not even 2 years old, so there's no rust on it. There we go. Like I said, I'm not even gonna replace the anti-rattle clips. They're fine, they're pretty clean. Ooh, the pins are a little sticky. You know what? I'm gonna pull the pins out and lubricate the pins though. Just pull these slide pins out. Really not much grease on those. I wonder if that's it. I wonder if they just need more grease. I mean, again, 20,000 miles. There shouldn't be any wear on that. I'm using silicone paste, silicone lubricant. It's not anti-seize, it's silicone. All right, you don't want to put too much on, but I'll put a good amount on because I don't think there was very much at all. Slide that in. There we go, that moves a lot better to the top. That might have been it. Really almost no grease on there. These trucks aren't made for New England. There we go. Just push it in slowly. There we go. All right, those move great now. So that could have been the problem the whole time. So look into those. All right, let's see, before I plug that in, see if this is compressed enough. Yeah, that goes over. And put the bolts in. Now what I'm going to do is pump up the brake pedal. I'm only doing one side at a time, so that's going to compress the caliper. Oh, that's engaged. So now switch it back. Just disengage it. That's good. Disengaged. Perfect. Connect the connector. Lock it down. After doing this side, I did the other side the same way. Now, if you had the tool to retract the parking brake, you could do both sides at the same time. It wouldn't be a big deal, but because of the way I'm doing it, I have to do it this way. Now I'm gonna go in there, pump the brake pedal, try to engage the parking brake, see how that works. All right, so that's engaged, so that's cool. And then just turn the key in the on position. And then I should be able to disengage it. Push down on the brake.
Video mode. Recording started.
And then release it, and it's fine. Perfect, no warning lights, we're good to go. I'll go take it for a road test. I did the best I could with what I had going for this vehicle, so I hope this video helped you out. I don't think it's a great idea to do this repair, but if you're in a bind or if you don't trust anyone and you just want to do it yourself like me, then go for it. Just be careful, go slow, you'll be all right. I haven't found a inexpensive scan tool like the Volkswagen ones that I've used in the past for this retracting the electronic parking brake on this Nissan Pathfinder. In the future, when I do find one, I will link it in the description, or I will make a short video and also link the video in the description. And if you know of one, leave me a comment. Thanks. So I messed it up the first time with negative black, positive white. Just go a little further. Oops. Oh, shit. This is why I gotta be careful with this. Why did that spin? That spun outward. Alright, so I must have went the other way. Let's try the other way real quick. Okay, that retracts it. That's what you need to be careful of. How do I fix this? I'm going to show you a safer way on the other side. Because I got this back and just spun it back in the right spot. So there's a pin right there, and that's going to prevent that from spinning. So you want to make sure you get that in the right location there.